Alright guys, so this is a 15-inch smoothbore Rodman cannon. This cannon fires a 450-pound shot. It will fire that 450-pound shot at a range of 3 miles. And at that range can penetrate 10 inches of iron. 3 miles range is that lighthouse over there. Now this cannon also weighs 50,000 pounds, just the barrel itself up there. And they got it up here using block and tackle. So, a couple A-frames, some lines, 50 privates to pull every time the 2 officers told them when to, and another block gets slid into place until it's up here. And my idea as to why there are still 6 of these cannons still up here is because 50,000 pounds going the other direction is a much bigger task. So they left them here. There are 25 of these cannons left in existence. We have 6 of them out here, original cannons. There are 4 Parrott rifles out here, and there are 16 of those left in existence. So we have 25% of these old guns that are left in existence right out here at this fort location itself. Now this is a reconstructed carriage that this thing is sitting on. It's made out of aluminum stock for it. So I know that they had an 8-man crew that could actually maneuver this thing around. This cannon is very similar to the Columbiad. They are almost identical cannons with the exception of how they were cast. The Columbiad is cast in a solid pour. It is then set to cool. It cools from the outside into the center. That makes the center very brittle. Then they bore out the barrel, which makes it even more brittle. So the problem that they have is that this cannon will blow up in the men's faces when they load it with a full charge. They don't like that, so they don't do that. They load it with half charges. Severely limits the range of the cannon. So a 2.5 mile range now gets knocked down to a little over a mile range on it. A man by the name of Rodman comes up with the idea to sleeve the barrel instead during the casting process. You sleeve the barrel, you don't have to bore it out anymore. Furthermore, you can channel water through that sleeve and you can cool it from the inside out, which eliminates all the brittling factors. So you can now fire that cannon off without worrying about it blowing up in your face so much. So the other cannon that's out here is a Parrott rifle. Now the Parrott rifle, a man by the name of Parrott comes up with the idea to rifle the barrel of one of these cannons. Rifling are just small grooves that come through the barrel at a slight twist. And instead of firing a cannonball, it fires a bullet-shaped projectile. Now this bullet-shaped projectile serves the purpose of giving it a longer range on it. That piercing nose to it will actually allow it to pierce the air a lot better and gives it a little further range. So you have an 8-inch and 10-inch Parrott rifle that will fire at a range of 4 miles and 5 miles. And then also this bullet-shaped projectile with that rifling puts it on a spin. That spin gives it great accuracy. A good example of this would be Fort Pulaski in Savannah. Now Fort Pulaski is a Confederate manned fort being sieged by the Union. The Union sets up a bunch of these Columbiads and within range of the curtain wall and realize that they're on marshy land. They then back their cannons up onto solid ground and realize they're out of range of the curtain wall. So they set up a bunch of these Parrott rifles. What was going to take them 2 weeks' time with the Columbiads took them 9 hours with the Parrott rifles. They tore right through the curtain wall and started lobbing in on the powder magazine. And the Confederate commander then surrenders the fort, knowing that if that powder magazine blows up, it will kill a lot of men unnecessarily. So, because of cannons like that, that forts like these are made obsolete. When you have that kind of technology that can tear through a fort in that kind of time, there is no need for a structure like this. It takes too long to build them for them to be ripped down so easy. Furthermore, we're building ironclad war machines, war vessels, to go ahead, and a huge naval fleet to go ahead and bring the fight out onto the high seas. So it's a transition in warring tactics, plus the old technology giving way to new technology for the demise of these forts. Now the stairwell back here, guys, it's not the most easily accessed, but it's built for defensive reasons. As an enemy force comes up through this stairwell, you could set a couple men aside to protect this stairwell. You could shoot the first couple of guys, which will congest that stairwell even further and slow them down to an even slower trickle of people coming out. Furthermore, it's on a right-hand spin. That all comes from the fact that 90% of the world is right-handed. So 90% of your shooters are right-handed. So as they come up this stairwell, they have to spin all the way over here and expose a lot more of their body for a target. And let them take around the corner with the right hand, they expose a lot more. When it comes to castle edge technology, when it comes to sword fighting, a sword fighter has to come up and reach all the way back to get that power swing on you. And you're already in the middle of your power swing. So I'm going to let that conclude the tour, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending a quarter of your day with me. I know it's a tremendous amount of time. I do enjoy these tours, though, and I'm glad you guys came out with me and chose to come out with me. Now, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, lunch right now, drinks, they're complimentary, so take advantage of that. Bottled waters, canned sodas. You guys got backpacks, pockets, throw a couple in there. After 1 o'clock, you're still going to be thirsty, so do take care of that.